Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've posted a video. Some of you may or may not have noticed, but I'm gonna start off with a video that kind of goes hand in hand with the reason why I haven't filmed in so long. So some of you may or may not know, but I was in school for several years to finish up my degree. After getting out of the military, I decided to go back to finish my degree. I graduated last year with 2 bachelors. I'll show them off one day in a video, but I got my degree in chemistry education and my degree in applied linguistics. And I'm a teacher now. So during my final year, I was in my internship. And now I am working at the same school where I did my student teaching, and I am a full-time chemistry teacher. So this past year, during the pandemic, I was a first-year teacher. And I was also teaching AP chemistry. So not only was I a first-year teacher, but I was kind of also thrown into the AP world, which I knew nothing about. Needless to say, it was pretty chaotic, very stressful. And we only really went hybrid about 3 months ago maybe. So just dealing with that. I'm sure you guys know, if you guys are parents, or I'm sure you know somebody who is in the education world or has kids, it was just chaotic. So I'll probably make a separate video about that, just kind of talking about the mental health aspect of it, because I am very open in this channel and I do like to talk about everyday stress, really focusing on mental health, because that is a new journey that I am on. So I'll make a separate video kind of giving you guys my mental health update and everything that happened during the pandemic. But this video is going to be about the nail products that were kind of my top when it came to being long lasting, because I didn't really have a lot of time. I ended up working, I don't want to say a lot of the times, almost every single weekend, except for maybe the past month, I was working. I was working Saturdays, I was working Sundays. I did not take a break. So I didn't have a lot of time to do my nails. And as you guys know, I love my nail products, and I always had my nails painted or some type of nail product on my nails, even throughout the pandemic. That is kind of the one consistent thing that I kept up with. I may or may not have done really well with my skincare routine. I may or may not have worn makeup. I may or may not have really done up my hair or taken care of my hair, but the one consistent thing I did was use my nail products. It just makes me feel better. It's just kind of one of those essential things for me personally. So I want to share with you guys, I have not just nail polishes, but I also have nail products. And these, after a full year, longer than a year in the pandemic, these were kind of my tried and true products that really lasted, I would say, at least a week, if not longer. And they really kept up in terms of being durable. So having to take things in and out of my bag, having to constantly sift through like papers and you know, typing on the computer and things like that, these products really did last a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and start, I think, with the products that are more closely related to nail polish. So the first nail polish products that I want to talk about is these OPI. I'm a little hesitant to talk about these because I know OPI has like a standard line, but this is the Infinite Shine line. And I didn't try these products out for such a long time because they are so expensive. And I have such a large nail polish collection, and I already have a lot of OPIs that I saw that the OPI Infinite line is essentially the same colors as the regular OPI line. And I didn't, if I fell in love with this line, I didn't want to have to go back and buy the same colors in the Infinite Shine line. So I know like Essie has a similar situation where they have like the Essie and like the Essie Couture or something like that. I haven't tried that yet, but this line is absolutely beautiful. This is the longest lasting nail polish line that I have ever tried, and I have so many colors now. Originally, the reason I bought this was because Ulta had a few of the colors like 50% off or something like that, and I picked up like 1 or 2 colors, and then I picked up, there's like it's like a little pack that comes with the primer and the top coat, and I just wanted to test it out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. So I have tried the Infinite Shine without the primer and top coat, and it works well, but it doesn't quite work the same. And I think it really truly, I think this primer and top coat is really what makes this nail polish line truly last and like reach its, I don't know, amazing potential. So for that reason, I'm recommending the line. I'm recommending the Infinite Shine line. I think if you like OPI colors, which they don't do a lot of neons, but honestly, I did manage to pick up a lot of very pretty colors. This one is in Paradise Cove, like pear as in the fruit. And then this one is in PCH Love Song. This was a very pretty nude when my one of my nails broke and I had to cut my nails very, very short. So I picked this one up in From Dusk Till Dune, D-U-N-E. It's this very pretty soft baby pink, but I don't know if you'll see in there. It has this like iridescent micro glitter in there, or I would say micro flakies in there, that has this blue shift, and that just makes this nail polish so unique. So it's like this soft ballet pink with this beautiful like milky ballet pink with this beautiful kind of iridescent flaky sheen to it that's not gritty, that's not really gonna like chunky glitter or anything like that. So it's absolutely hands down one of my favorite pinky colors to wear. And I also really like it because the formula is really nice. This took 2 to 3 coats to get fully opaque, but I was okay with it on the second coat. And that's one thing I will say, is that most of these nail polishes are solid 2 coaters. Now moving on to these primer and base coats. If you do not pick up the Infinite Shine line, pick up the duo pack of the primer and the top coat. I think I have tried this now with several formulas. I have tried this with like a standard China Glaze formula, a few indie polishes, a few, like I tried like a Deborah Lippmann glitter nail polish, Essie nail polishes, cupcake polish. I've tried it with several nail polish formulas. With the exception of a super fast drying matte nail polish, these make most nail polishes, like normal nail polishes, last just a little bit longer. And I'm not quite sure if it's the primer. I'm not quite sure if it's the top coat, but I always use both a base coat and a top coat, and it just makes your nail polish last. If you do not buy the Infinite Shine nail polishes, get the top coat and base coat. I highly, highly recommend them. It's taken over all of my top coats and base coats that were currently at my favorite. I will link a video that I did on my favorite top coats and base coats, and this has replaced them all. Like, it's replaced them all except for a vitamin enriched one, which is, oh my god, my Nail Teaks Formula 2. That I think the only thing that this primer doesn't do that well is help with my my thin nails. So for that reason, I do switch back and I do my treatment with my Nail Teaks Formula 2. Nothing will ever replace that. Okay. Next nail polish related product is the China Glaze Gelaze line. Technically, this is a gel polish. Technically, you will have to use either a UV or an LED light to cure this product. But It is relatively inexpensive. I normally buy mine on at Sally's, like Sally's Beauty Supply. It also has an online store which you can purchase from. I get these off of Amazon as well. They're relatively easy to find, and they come in all of the traditional colors that your China Glaze line comes in. So this one here is in Peachy Keen, just a classic peachy color from China Glaze. Refreshment, just a classic mint color. It does have a top coat. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a base coat. That's right. This already has kind of like a base coat infused in it. So this doesn't even have a base coat with it. I was like, have I tried the base coat? I don't even remember trying a base coat, and that's why, because there is no base coat. But yeah, this is one of my favorite gel polish lines. And I've tried several of them. Okay. The next products that I want to talk about, I'm just going to kind of throw them together, are nail wraps. And I have two that I want to share with you. The first one is this InCoco. I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly. The nail polish applique. These are nail polish strips, and they do really smell like nail polish. And once you open it, it does come in like a little like pack. Once you open it, you do have to be careful because they will dry out. So unfortunately with this line, you can't like reuse, if you open it, you can't really like reuse the nail polish strips again. You do have to use a good top coat and base coat. I have used it with this and it works really well. It says that you don't need a top coat and base coat, but I found that it just amplified the lasting power of these nail polish strips. And I also really like this because cleanup. So when you are trying to do a very quick manicure, cleanup is just an additional step, right? And so if you didn't use a top coat and base coat, all you literally have to do is just apply the strip and then just kind of file off the excess and you're good to go. It's not going to last as long. I found that by doing that method, it only lasted about like 4 to 5 days for me, but I'm rough on my nails. I wash dishes, like I said, I use the computer a lot. I'm constantly having to like dig in my bag to grab things because I'm having to transport things from school to work, because every week I would work one virtual day and then a few days at the actual school. So I'm constantly transporting things, and this didn't keep up that well with that aspect of like the lasting power, but with the top coat and base coat it did. This is my favorite nail wrap, and I have used several nail wraps. I will talk about a few of them in products that were disappointing to me, but I've used a few nail wraps from several different companies, and this is hands down my favorite. It has a lot of different designs. It's also amazing when it comes to lasting power. So I kept the ones, it's kind of a little bit embarrassing, but I kept the ones that I've had on now for, let's see. I wore this the last week of school. That was last week. No, that was longer than last week. So I wore this the last week of school. I went to the beach over the weekend. I came back and I did a 4-day course for like API summer training. And then the weekends that just passed, I went to 2 game nights, where you're playing around a lot with cards and things like that. So it's been 2 full weeks plus some, and it may look a little rinky-dinky here. And these are stained because I use this kind of blue leave-in conditioner or treatment for my hair. But there's like a little bit of fraying on the tips of them, just a little bit, but not enough where I would say it catches on anything. It doesn't really bother my hair whenever I am combing or putting my fingers through my hair. You can see here that it's, grown out, and there's like no lifting to where it's grown out. The only thing is with mine, it did stain because of that color depositing treatment that I do. And I forgot to wear gloves, and it kind of stains the original color of the strips. But I kept it on because like it's still it's still going. Like, it's not lifting, it's not doing anything. Oh, I also installed a mailbox. Like, I dug the hole, poured the concrete, did all that stuff, didn't wear gloves, and this kept up. So the application for this is super amazing. These are the Dashing Diva Gloss Ultra Shine Gel palettes. It has 32 gel nail strips, 32 of them. So technically you can get 2 manicures out of one of these. I haven't tried doing a second manicure. I have quite a few of these. I had like they came out with like a Halloween line, and I tried the Halloween line, and I absolutely love it. And this is a color that I picked up for the summertime called Palm Beach, and it has some very pretty like iridescent sparkly stuff on there. Yeah, I think it's a very cool line. Out of all of these, if you are a person that doesn't really like painting your nails, if you want like minimal application process and the longest lasting, like I said, 2.5 weeks basically with these nails, I highly recommend these. They're just wraps. You don't have to, I didn't put a base coat on for this at all either. I just put it on, and you measure it the appropriate size for your nail. You peel it off, put it on, and then just file off the excess, and that's it. No curing time, no drying time, nothing. I would recommend waiting a while, maybe like an hour or so before trying to like, I don't know, like wash dishes or something, just to make sure that the adhesive fully sets and is able to like really grip onto your nail. And don't like apply cuticle oil or anything like immediately afterwards. But I put lotion on and everything, and it doesn't affect the wear time of this. So this is probably my most rated, my most suggested product out of all of the products that I am showing you today, because it's the easiest to put on. It's extremely long lasting. Yeah, it's just an amazing product. The Dashing Diva Gloss Ultra Shine Gels strips, and I buy all mine at Ulta. All right, so the last type of product that I want to share with you guys, this is probably the most difficult to apply, and it's just messy. It's dip powder. And so I wore dip powder for quite a few months at the very beginning of the school year. So say like September to like November, December-ish, I wore dip powder. And I was trying out several different brands. And there's a few brands that I can say absolutely stay away from, but I will keep those for my disappointing products. But the 2 brands that I can recommend are the Kiara Sky dip powder brands. I buy all of my Kiara Sky products off of Amazon. I have an entire video on the Kiara Sky line and which ones I recommend and which ones I don't. But I recommend the dip powder, and you can use this dip powder with any other like dip powder base line. Like I can use this with the SNS system, and a couple of other different systems. So I really like these powders. And 2 of my favorite colors are Gimme a Beat, which is this gorgeous kind of, I don't even know what to call it, like a minty teal color. And then this one right here was my most used one, which is Tahitian Princess. And it's this just really pretty rose gold sparkly color. And I just wore it all the time because I really liked the color. And it's not super chunky glitter too, so it's pretty easy to file down. And then 2 things I recommend that you get with the dip powder system. One is this Kiara Sky Scoop, Pour, and Catch little system that they have. It's relatively inexpensive, like relatively inexpensive. I bought it off of Amazon. It has like these little scoops here. It's like a hole on top because it makes kind of the application process. You put your finger in here and it makes the application process super easy, and you get nice and even layers instead of like dipping your finger into the powder. So I really recommend this system. And the other thing that I recommend is getting like an actual nail filer. This is from Melody Susie. I bought this off of Amazon. And then you want to use like a really gritty nail polish or a nail file. And so these are the 100, 180 nail files that I just bought off of Amazon. I buy a lot of my nail supplies off of Amazon. These are probably the 3 things that I highly recommend getting. This little system, an actual like powered nail file drill set, and then these 100, 180 files. And I think it'll make the process of doing your dip nails a lot faster. And the second brand that I want to talk about, this is an Instagram brand that I had been wanting to try for a while, and they had a sale over Christmas. These are Revel nails, R-E-V-E-L. And I really like their dip powders. So I have a color here called Amber, which this is this really pretty coppery amber color, but it has, let's see if I can capture it. It might not capture the shift, but it has this kind of iridescent purpley shift in there, like very fine iridescent purpley shift. And I think that makes this color very unique because it's not just a coppery color, it has that very pretty shift to it. And this one is called Tinsel, and this is just like a tinsely gold color, but it has several different sizes of glitter. So it has small micro glitter, medium sized glitter, and larger kind of chunkier glitter. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's kind of perfect for it's a perfect gold color, like a light gold color that I think is perfect for an accent nail or just to wear alone all year round. So those are the 2 colors that I recommend from the Revel nail dip powder line. And that's it. Those are all the products I have to share with you. I'm sorry if this video got a little bit rambling, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my recommendations. Give this video a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I haven't quite figured out my video schedule yet because I am off for the summertime. I'm obviously going to be working on things prepping for the next school year, but I will have more time over the summer. So I know I may start off with a video a week. I may bump it back up to 3 videos a week. We will see how much time and how much energy I can dedicate to the channel. If I do post a video, it'll probably be Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays is when I would be posting those videos. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.